Astral Corporation. Okay.
It's fortunate I could make it. My divination results predicted you making a fool of yourself. The show is about to start. Make sure you remember these words. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Xianzhou's reputation now, would you?
Poor Xuan.
No, Master Diviner.
After me. Fulgurant Leap.
Fulgurant Leap.
Epical Spectrum.
Apical Spectrum.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
The Swarm Disaster.
The Swarm Disaster.
Audience.
Audience.
Not bad. Make sure you recite them a few more times.
Master Diviner?
What is it now?
How do you say this one?
High Cloud Quintet.
Dan Heng is like, what's going on over here?
We honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars.
Is Tigune actually dead?
Shine brightly among them.
Before you leave, please make time to recuperate.
Oh, we're gonna be
I must
rebuilding
attend
the
to some
Xinjiang.
Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. All things in this world have their laws.
Oh,
You know that I'm a
Donna.
descendant of the Lawfu Vidyadhara. You witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it.
Oh, I can't wait.
As you can see, we added a few things to the simulated universe. Stephen Lloyd thinks this is a big achievement.
Simuni update?
We call it Simulated Universe. The Swarm Disaster.
Whoa, what's going on? New character, new enemy suit? Lynx. Oh, the music though. Ooh, I love it, I love it. But look, are we finishing the Xinzhou storyline? I wonder. It's code. Land PV get 8HFT. I'll try my best to keep it updated, so you're gonna have to give me a moment when it happens. That's a cool graphic right there with her. Holy. I love this graphic right here. This is really nice. Complete the Trailblazer mission. The blue, a moment in peace. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was like talking about the simulated universe event. But hey, simulated universe update, possibly question mark. Now, hopefully, it's not just an event and it's a permanent thing. But if it's an event, I guess that'd be okay. But I don't know. I think if you're gonna add something to simulated universe, you might as well keep it in there. Just because it would make sense, in all honesty. Why work on putting some new things in there if it's just gonna be for an event?
Ooh, and whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and you know the rest. Welcome to the version 1.3 Celestial Eyes Above Mortal Ruins special program.
Ooh.
As always, your good buddy Albert's here to bring you all the latest intel on the upcoming version. Today, our three special guests are...
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Wiedenheft and I voice Fu Xuan.
What's up, guys? I'm Angelica Napanani, and I voice Sushang.
Hey Trailblazers, I'm Nicholas Liang, and I voice Dan Heng.
Welcome, and welcome again. I gotta say, that trailer was loaded with details on the new version. Sarah,
I guess.
anything stand out for you?
Well, I'm always excited for story updates, but that
Heck
last
yeah.
segment caught my eye too. The Swarm Disaster? Was that it? It looked pretty intense.
I know. Did Herta upgrade the simulated universe again?
Uh-oh.
My Trailblazer senses are tingling.
Uh-oh.
The simulated universe will be getting some significant updates in version 1.3.
Nice.
That's for later in the program.
It's not an
First,
event. That's
let's take a
good.
look at the new
Permanent
characters joining
content.
the war. First on the list, and finally revealing his true power, we have
What, Caden?
Imbibitor Lunae.
Ooh, already? Okay. Ah, this is hype. Boom. That's so neat. Are we gonna finally see his ultimate? Oh, ooh, is he? Oh my god, that's fire.
Whoa, okay. So
Imaginary
much wasn't
destruction.
bluffing. Dan Heng does have secret
When did they say
strength.
the new codes expire? I
But
have no idea.
Why would he suddenly reveal it after hiding it for so long?
Let's not forget he did get impaled. Yeah, I think if he'd kept it under wraps any longer, he might have had trouble staying alive. You know, desperate times, desperate measures.
Okay, it makes sense, but why the secrecy up till then?
Well, to answer that question, we gotta talk about Dan Heng's previous incarnation, Dan Feng, a member of the High Cloud Quintet.
That's
Oh.
right. I'm sure Trailblazers will have noticed that certain characters in the story have been referring to Dan Heng as Imbibitor Lunae. But Imbibitor Lunae is actually a title handed down as part of the Lawfu Vidyadhara High Elder Succession.
They have
The
so
person
many
they're
hard
referring to
words
here
in their
isn't
names.
Dan Heng,
They just like
but
roll that
Dan
off the tongue like
Feng.
it's nothing.
Dan Feng was once the Lawfu Vidyadhara High Elder. He achieved
Vidyadhara.
great deeds for the Xianzhou in wartime, but ultimately committed
I
an
love the dude's
unforgivable
design.
sin.
It's so heat.
Wait, but if Dan Heng's still alive, then Dan Feng's sin can't have been that unforgivable, right?
I think someone pulled a few strings. There's only one guy in the law of food who risked the Xianzhou's reputation like that. Jing Yuan.
Is that what a little
Oh,
bird told
dang.
you, Albert?
Mhm.
I never knew owls were so gossipy.
Oh, no. Jing Yuan's not to blame this time. The head of the Xianzhou Vidyadhara, the High Elder, possesses the power to transform into a dragon. The method of entrusting this power to the next head is a closely guarded secret, and the responsibility of each High Elder. We don't know the full story, but Dan Feng misused this method and sparked a terrible calamity. As a result, the Vidyadhara grew to hate Dan Feng, but executing him would have brought an end to the High Elder succession. They decided to use an exuviation charm, forcing him to reincarnate. Which is why Dan Heng is alive and well today.
They never say what it is,
The
though, right?
world of the
Well, like, they
Vidyadhara
say like he
is
uses it in a bad
complicated.
way, but
But
like, they don't tell
why
us
would
exactly
Dan
what.
Feng cause so much trouble? I suspect there are a few more secrets waiting for us down the line.
Ah, the allure.
Oh,
the
so it's gonna be in the
unknown.
story. Okay, shoot, thank
But
you.
fear not, Trailblazers. A banquet of delicious secrets awaits you. Now, let's take a look at how secret strength Dan Heng handles himself on
Ooh,
the
I can't wait to see how
battlefield.
he plays.
As an imaginary type character
Okay.
following the path of destruction, Dan Heng, Imbibitor Lunae's specialty, is consuming multiple skill points to trigger an array of powerful abilities. Tapping the skill button enhances the effects of Imbibitor Lunae's basic
2
attack,
skill points?
Beneficent
3?
Lotus, up to 3 times in
Dang,
succession.
3 skill
Depending on the number
points?
of enhancements,
That's
Beneficent
heavy.
Lotus becomes Transcendence, Divine Spear, and Fulgurant Leap, respectively. Hits per action and damage dealt increase with each enhancement.
Ooh.
Additionally, single target damage is replaced with multiple target damage in
Dang,
both Divine
3 skill
Spear
points, man.
and Fulgurant Leap.
You would have to
Imbibitor
run-
Lunae's talent, Righteous Heart,
Launch out
amplifies the damage he
1000%.
deals as the number of hits per action in the current turn increases.
Sounds like skill point management is going to be pretty important for Imbibitor Lunae's
Locha just
allies.
got way
Hold that
better.
thought. When using his ultimate, Imbibitor Lunae deals imaginary damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, while also receiving a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
Huh.
Squama Sacrosancta can be used to offset Imbibitor Lunae's skill point consumption.
Ooh, okay. So we
Man,
got stacks that can help
Secret
us out.
Strength
Okay,
Dan
that's
Heng
cool.
is kind of a one-man band.
But that's not all. Imbibitor Lunae's technique, Heaven Quelling Prismadraken, allows him to enter a leaping dragon state for a set time. In this state,
Oh,
using
heck
an attack
yeah, we
causes
got somebody
Imbibitor
with
Lunae
dash?
to lunge forwards a set distance and strike all enemies he
I like
comes into
that.
contact with.
Cool.
Entering battle in this way allows Imbibitor Lunae to acquire a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
And lo,
I love it.
such is the frightful
Oh,
power
I
of
love
the
it. That's really cool. Now the thing is that Wolcha just got like 10 times better just because of
Now that
this
we've
dude.
introduced Secret
Already.
Strength Don Hung, let's move on to an old friend of ours, the Master Diviner, Lady Fu Xuan.
Oh, okay, this is what I'm excited for. Oh, her design is so nice too. Shows what you got for Xuan. Ooh. Oh, the OST. Oh, dang. Ooh. Whoa,
Her first
the
encounter with the
animation.
Trailblazers was
Whoa.
pretty impressive.
From high above, amid a hail of bullets, came the words.
Your every move has been foreseen.
By the Omnisia.
Okay, you gotta admit, her bullet
That's
deflection game is on point. But I wonder, how'd she fare against a Star Knot, though?
Oh, yeah, I can't see her swatting one of those out of the sky.
Fu Xuan might have something to say about that.
Oh, okay.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the earth and water trigrams. What do we have to fear? Let us
I
counter
love
this
Fu
menace
Xuan,
directly with the
bro.
might of the Xianzhou.
Oh, Susheng translation. Hexagram says let's do this.
You know, I think the Divination Commission would benefit from having Su Shang as a translator.
Yes.
The omnisia on Fu Xuan's forehead is a mysterious instrument that allows her to calculate her every move in advance. However, the immortal bodies of the Xianzhou natives exhibit adverse reactions to external augmentation. While the omnisia may grant her incredible
What is the
computational
animation?
abilities,
What she
it
does?
also causes
I
her
love,
pain and
I love-
exhaustion.
I love
well,
lore,
with great
but-
power, you know the rest.
That explains Fu Xuan's reliance on bubble tea, then, huh? I heard she drinks like 10 cups of Immortal's Delight a day.
no.
Hey, that sounds like gossip to me. What if Immortal's Delight is just heckin' delicious?
I suspect it is, though I'm sure the sugar helps. Running the Divination Commission and divining the fortunes of the Xianzhou, it's an exhausting gig.
All right, Anjali's right. No more bubble tea gossip. By way of apology, how about I treat everyone to 10 cups of Immortal's Delight after the show?
Yes! Now we're talking.
Come on, I want to be the
Let's talk about bubble
kid.
tea there. It's time to take a look at how the Master Diviner showcases
Oh my God,
her
I'm excited.
abilities on the battlefield. Fu Xuan is a quantum-type character, following the path of preservation. But where other path of preservation characters mainly use shields for defense, Fu Xuan takes a different road.
Precisely. After using her skill, Fu Xuan activates the Matrix of Prescience, which
Ooh.
lasts for a set number of turns. This allows Fu Xuan to absorb some of that damage for her allies. When the Matrix
Dea?
of Prescience is active, it grants the knowledge effect to the entire team, increasing characters' max HP and crit rate. Fu Xuan's talent offers a variety of effects. Firstly, Fu Xuan can provide a permanent misfortune avoidance state, reducing the damage taken by the entire team. Secondly, when Fu Xuan's HP drops below a set percentage, she recovers a set percentage of HP.
POV, you're Fu Xuan's enemy. Why are my attacks healing her?
What?
That's
No
not all.
way.
Fu Xuan's ultimate deals quantum damage to all enemies, but it also increases the frequency of her talent's HP restoration effect. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, Fu Xuan's technique can grant a barrier for the whole team that lasts for a set duration. During exploration, the barrier blocks all enemy attacks, thereby preventing battles that would otherwise have triggered in this way.
That
Her
sounds
technique
so
also
cool.
activates the Matrix of Prescience automatically at the start of the next battle.
That's
Max
our Master
HP.
Diviner. Reliable and determined.
Max HP
No wonder she's got her
and
sights set on the
crit
general
rate
ship. See, her style is
with
very different
healing
than Jing
if they do too
but
much
being
damage.
a defensive backbone for her team is
What?
equally respectable. And you won't find her guarding or playing chess on the job either.
What? Oh my God, that's
I
kind of
didn't say
disgusting.
We're moving swiftly on to our final character. It's time we introduced a young girl from Bellaba, Lynx Landau.
Let's go.
Okay, now we get to see Lynx, another character I'm really excited to see what they do. Oh my god, Xuan was disgusting. What? Even more buff for Blade? Technically yes and technically no. Because given the crit rate and the max HP is really nice, but you are taking reduced damage, which means your ult is going to do less damage as opposed. So I don't know, it's a little weird.
Surname ring a bell? You got it. She's the younger sister of Serval and Japard Landau.
You know, is it just me, or should everyone in the overworld be taking tips from Lynx? She's the only person I've seen who's dressed for the Eternal Freeze. Like, are the majority of Belabogians frost resistant or something?
I think those geomarrow heaters keep the temperature relatively comfortable within the confines of the city.
Oh, so
You have to
Lynx's
see in
winter
game
gear is
though.
for
Yeah,
venturing
true. I want to see how
outside
much
the
of a
city,
damage
right?
decrease the ult is
You
compared
got
to how
it.
much more damage you can do
Lynx
through
has
his
always
follow
been
up
drawn to
and
the
his
horizon.
normals.
The centuries-old
'Cause
records
in that
of
crit rate
Guerrilla
and max
6's
HP,
vibrant
that's
past, the
disgusting.
beautiful auroras described by her teachers, the heroic tales
Depends
of the
how much
Landau
crit rate,
family.
right? Because if it's like 4%,
All of it pertains to
5%.
the world beyond the
If
city
it's
walls,
10%,
what
then
the
we're talking.
Belabogians call the snow plains. Compared with her sister's enthusiasm and her brother's seriousness, Lynx is somewhat introverted and comfortable with solitude. She often ventures out alone into the perilous snow plains, which has allowed her to hone her wilderness survival skills.
See what this
She's
does.
gonna be the world's smallest survival expert.
I
Oh my god.
Now, she may be small, but she packs a punch. Let's dive right in and see just how powerful this Snow Plains Explorer really is.
Let's see.
Yeah,
For being the
Lynx
healer,
is a
what you got,
quantum
what
type
you got?
character following the path of abundance, who provides a variety of healing for her team. Her skill can restore HP to a single ally and grant them survival response for a set number of turns, boosting their max HP. If an ally with survival response follows the paths of destruction or preservation, the likelihood of them being targeted by enemy attacks increases.
Increased enemy aggression?
Oh,
Guess they're not
Mega
fans of whatever's
Blade
in that
support! Holy!
Can't say that I blame them.
A taunt and a
That looks like
heal?
fermented herring.
No way.
Who's my favorite? You guys want to try some?
No.
And give
No.
max HP? Oh my
Forget
god.
about the contents of the tin. This is a useful ability.
I'll say this. Directing enemy aggression towards characters who can take a hit is kinda genius.
The
Does she
Blade
have any
insane.
edible
Bro, his
tricks up
follow-up
her
attacks
sleeve?
are gonna go
This one
crazy.
looks safe for consumption. Lynx's ultimate restores health too and dispels one debuff from each ally. That thing's huge!
AoE debuff?
I know. Yo, talk about a hard pill to
Cleanser?
swallow, huh?
Yeah.
Anyone? Sarah?
She's
No?
insane.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how she even fits it in her backpack.
Sometimes big things come in small packages. You know, I forgot to mention Lynx's talent.
Okay.
It can grant a continuous healing effect to targets of her skill and ultimate for a set number of turns.
Natasha
This
and
effect will
Bailu in
further
the
restore
bin.
a set amount of HP
In
to
the bin.
characters with survival response. Similarly, her technique can also grant a continuous healing effect for a set
No
number of turns,
way.
but
She is
to the entire
busted.
team. Talk about being a reliable healer.
That's our little
She
Snow
is
Plains Explorer.
disgusting. What the
We can all breathe a little easier with her on the
AoE
team.
heal.
Well,
Cleanse,
that concludes
AoE,
our new character introductions.
right?
Next up,
Taunt.
let's take a look at
Max
the brand new
HP.
5-star
Oh my
light
God, that's
cones
insane.
coming to the warp in version 1.3. To get us started, how about a path of destruction light cone? Brighter than the sun.
Yeah.
They don't tell us what the light
Is
cone
there
is,
anything
right? I
brighter
forget.
than the sun?
If there is, we should tell Imbibitor Lunae about it. Someone needs some vitamin D.
Hey, come on.
Well,
He's
yeah.
looking pretty good for a man suspended in chains. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm assuming that's on
Fair
Fung,
point.
right? In the light
Now,
cone?
on to a path of preservation light cone.
Oh, that looks
Poor
heat. Oh
girl.
man, that light cone
Everything
looks fire.
changed
That
in an
art.
instant.
Thrown suddenly into an endless reliance on bubble tea.
Oh, speaking of bubble tea, Albert, any chance we can fast track that offer? Yeah.
I love that design of that art
Now,
icon.
during the first phase of version 1.3 in the
You
character war,
Kong?
Epical Spectrum, Trailblazers
Austin
can obtain
March
the
7th.
limited
Not the
5-star
best,
character
but
Don Hung
those are
and
really good
Imbibitor
characters.
Lunae. And in the corresponding light cone event warp,
That's
the
not
drop
the-
rate of the 5-star light cone, brighter than the sun, will be boosted.
No, I think this
During
is
the
a good
second
banner,
phase of
honestly.
version 1.3 in the character
Lynx,
warp,
Hook, Pella.
foreseen,
That's a really good banner.
foreknown,
Except
foretold.
Hook is a little weird,
Trailblazers
but
can obtain
Pella
the
and
limited
Lynx
5-star
goated.
character Xuan. Not to
Xuan's banner is
mention
very
the
strong.
4-star
Holy
character
crap.
Lynx, who will also be joining the warp.
Yes.
Okay.
During the corresponding
Dang,
light
gotta wait
cone
till
event warp,
the
the
second
drop
part.
rate of the 5-star light cone she already shut her eyes will be boosted.
Xuan is disgusting. Holy crap.
And that's
And
all
Lynx.
she wrote on light cones and warps. But don't leave just yet now. More exciting updates are right around the
Bro,
corner.
Xuan's banner is so strong because you'll get all that you possibly need. Oh no, wait, you can't. I can't just. That's so stupid. Okay, hold up. That and then BA7 and CHFA WX. There you go. Bro, that's. Wait, when do these expire? I don't even get to see. It doesn't say. Oh, yes, it does. 8/19/12. So like noon for us, I think. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Okay, now I'm excited to see what events we're gonna get. The characters look pretty insane, to be honest. I think Luocha is by far probably the strongest character in this game. At number 1. Especially with Don
Welcome
Hung
back,
coming
dear
out because
viewers.
of how much
Let's
skill
pick up
points
where
he's
we
gonna be
left off.
using. And
In the
Luocha
preceding
just generates
story,
them. He
and
doesn't
thanks
use
to the
them.
collaborative efforts
So
of
I think
Jingyue
Luocha
and
ends
Don
up being
Hung,
like one of the
Vantilia was
strongest characters
banished,
for
and the
sure.
Ambrosial Arbor crisis was resolved. And yet, as the dust settles, easing the fears of the citizenry becomes a new priority.
Rightly so.
Trailblaze
Helping people get
mission.
back to their
Ooh, new
old
story.
lives is a big part of rebuilding.
And more often than not, responding to a disaster is trickier than preventing one.
In version 1.3, the Trailblaze mission obsequies performed, a long road ahead, will reveal a glimpse of the Xianzhou's recovery efforts. We'll also be seeing the likes of 4 new companion
Dang,
missions.
4 companion
The
quests?
Dragon Returns Home, Total
March?
Recall, Farther Than the Snow Plains, and Mohashle.
In The Dragon Returns Home, we find Dan Heng in the turbulent wake of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. He must face up to his past life and meet with the current Vidyadhara High Elder, Lady
March
Bailu.
companion quest?
Meanwhile,
Question
in
mark?
Total Recall, March 7th makes a big decision. Having witnessed the wonders of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, she decides to ask Fu Xuan for the Matrix's help in rediscovering her past.
Farther Than the Snow Plains focuses on the youngest member of the Landau
That's gonna
family.
be important.
Lynx returns from an expedition with something
Holy.
troubling her, and her siblings, Serval and Japard, are at a loss to help. They decide to seek the assistance of none other than the Trailblazer.
And last but not least, Mohashle. Wildfire member and Fight Club reigning champion Luca has returned to Boulder Town. He wastes no time in inviting the Trailblazer and Zila to help him in completing a
Select
special
content?
bout of training.
Ooh, nice cinematic read there, Albert. I'm getting goosebumps.
All I heard was
Those
sell it.
names are
I'm
so
in.
intriguing.
Luca will be
I
done.
feel like these missions will answer a lot of questions. Like, why is Bailu the current Vidyadhara High Elder? And is March 7th truly as many people suspect?
This is hardly the domain of unverified rumors.
I can't wait to
It's
see.
a serious
This
program.
is hype, man. This is hype.
Serious.
There's a lot of really
like
good
bubble tea
companion
gossip
quests.
central.
Speaking of bubble tea, fine, I'll wait.
In our next segment, we'll be talking version 1.3
Risu
events.
Shang?
Exalting Sanctum's
Okay.
Aramali was once a hub of
With
commerce
the
and crowds,
self-modeling resin.
but has gradually fallen into obscurity over the last millennium. The blink of
New
an
map?
eye for a long-life species. And now, as the IPC's corporate interference encroaches upon the raw food,
Hey.
the people sense danger and are striving to breathe new life into old trades. In the Aramali's Hustle and Bustle event, Trailblazers are thrown right into the action with an opportunity to influence the Ali's ultimate fate.
Wait. What do we need to do exactly?
What shops of numerous sizes can be found in the newly reopened Aram Alley district? By arranging
the
cargo
permanent
shipments
new-
and planning logistics
What in the
routes,
world?
Trailblazers can accumulate funds. These funds can be used to progressively revamp
Is
the
this
urban
permanent
landscape of
area,
Arm
or is this
Alley,
just for the
helping
event?
it return to its former glory.
By achieving goals in this limited time event, players can earn self-modeling resin, tracks
sir.
of destiny, stellar jade, and 4-star character Xuan.
That's pretty good.
Following this limited time event, Alley will remain in the game as a permanent mode. This mode includes rewards such as the Alley themed phone wallpaper, Ingenium Dreams.
What? That's something we
Nice.
haven't seen before?
That's right. Phone wallpapers are a
wow.
new
Wait a
feature
minute.
being added to version 1.3. Trailblazers can browse and replace their wallpapers using the
That's
in-game
nice.
mobile
Oh, that's
menu.
pretty cool. I hope they keep bringing more
so
of these out.
pretty.
Isn't it? All right, folks. It's
Another-
time to talk about a big
Two
update to
self-modeling
the
resins?
simulated
Okay.
universe.
Finally! I thought for a moment you might have
Two?
accidentally left it out.
I like this a lot.
The cheek! How could I, your humble living servant, make you wait?
Two
We're
self-modeling
still waiting
resins
on
in
those
one
bubble
patch
teas,
plus the
so-
battle pass.
I'm just
Oh
saying.
In
man.
any case, the update is the collaborative effort of 4 genius minds. They call it Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster. They completed a broad spectrum of structural renovations purely to investigate the fall of an eon.
The Swarm Disaster. Sounds like it might have something to do with, what is that eon's name again?
I hope it's
Hazy
permanent.
something.
Tazeroth, the Eon of Propagation.
That's the one.
Interesting. What motivated Herta and her team to research the Imperator Insectorum?
Ooh, I'll tell you.
Oh man.
From the story so
the
far,
event rewards
we've
so
heard
far
that
have
the
been kind of
propagation
heat.
once
Double
caused a major
self-modeling.
swarm, which spread throughout the universe. This eventually caught the attention of multiple eons who united to eradicate it. This event involved more eons than any other recorded event in history, which of course makes it an excellent research subject.
So that's how it is.
Mm-hmm. In order to delve into this complicated history, Herta and her team have developed various new methods of exploration. In Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster, the stage maps will appear in a format similar to a
Whoa.
chessboard.
What is this?
Trailblazers will need to navigate through randomly generated domains and tackle a variety of challenges before making it to the deepest parts of the simulation.
I'm assuming these geniuses had more in mind than simply maneuvering around a grid.
What is
Right
this?
you are. In order to simulate the experiences of different Pathstriders and resonate with the eons, a brilliant mind named Steven developed the audience die and communing device.
Oh, audience die? Oh, come on, Albert. That's not a nice thing to say to the audience.
Brr.
Die
this?
as in singular for dice.
Okay.
It has to do with the eons bestowing random gifts upon Pathstriders. Before progressing each turn, use the communing device to roll the audience die. This will generate special effects for the current turn. These special effects might provide our team
really
with powerful
cool.
buffs, or alter the chessboard in some way, or even create further variables for subsequent actions. The chessboard and grids are superficial. The true intent of the geniuses is to delve into the mysteries of the eons. Each exploration will encompass 3 planes corresponding to Imperator Insectorum's emergence, expansion, and demise. Trailblazers will encounter simulated historical events during these phases,
Okay.
and different responses will lead to different outcomes.
But do these simulations really recreate the truth?
So I'm
The
assuming
official
we're gonna
response
get.
is that
Oh yeah, we
due
are.
to
Oh
the
yeah.
many historical unknowns, all potential outcomes are valuable. The data helps us infer the most probable truth.
And the unofficial response?
Madam Herta said,
Looks
and
like
I
might get
quote,
more
"You
simulated
can't
universe.
prove that the past wasn't like
lore?
this, can you?"
How exceptional.
Oh, wow, what the
Undeniably a genius.
Madam Herta has also developed a path space for the express purpose of enhancing the resonance between trailblazers and their paths. As a trailblazer, every action you take that aligns with your path during exploration can help you to obtain path energy, leading you closer to the eons.
And what can we expect when we get closer to the eons?
Once you have sufficient path energy, you'll be able to unlock specific buffs and the chance to interact directly with the corresponding eon, thereby uncovering their part in the swarm disaster.
Okay, so this looks like it's gonna take a long time to do.
We've been hearing those words a lot, but none of this feels swarmish or disastery enough to me.
Say no more. In the final domain of the third plane of each exploration, Trailblazers will encounter a brand new enemy, the Swarm True Sting.
This
True Stings have the ability to divide and create more swarms.
So I'm assuming this is all
promptly, the entire battlefield will eventually be overrun by the swarm. Sufficiently swarming? Suitably
oh, dang, they duplicate? Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Okay, that's plenty. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Finally, upon clearing Simulated Universe, the swarm disaster, the brand new path of propagation will be unlocked within the Simulated Universe.
What is this?
What a roller coaster. That's a big update, all right.
And big updates need big rewards. Take note. Aside from Stellar Jade and numerous other materials,
a lot of stuff.
The Swarm Disaster rewards include 2 self-modeling
Two?
resins.
Those things are rarer than rare.
Dang.
Are there really 2 up for grabs?
You better
There's
believe
3
it.
in this.
And I highly encourage Trailblazers to give it a go. Next up is the Space Station Task Force.
Oh my God,
event.
3 self-modeling
Revitalizing the
resin
space
in one
station is no
update?
small
Oh
undertaking.
my God.
If we want to speed things up, we'll need to enlist the help of a task force with special
We got
permissions.
5? What do you
Watson has lined up all the assignments that require
mean? We
attention.
got 4 right now, if I'm not wrong.
Over
Battle
to you,
Pass,
Trailblazers.
2 from Simulated Universe, and 1 from
During
the
the
new
event, by assembling a team that meets the requirements of specific assignments, you'll be able to earn rewards such as Stellar Jade and character experience materials.
And as the message makes clear,
Holy.
there will be requests and assignments every day. It's almost impossible to finish them all.
Version 1.3 will also see the return of the Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events.
Let's go!
During the respective events,
2 times
successfully
relics and 2
challenging
times
the simulated
materials.
universe
Okay.
and calyxes
Thank
can
God.
earn you a set amount of double rewards. At the
Holy.
same time, version 1.3 will unlock 2 new Stagnant Shadow stages, Shape of Puppetry and Shape of
No, we
Abomination.
can't.
The former will drop Suppressing Edict, Ascension material required for Don Hung and Imbibitor Lunae.
No!
The
We
latter will
can't
drop Nail of the
pre-farm! No way!
Ascension material required for Xuan.
Whoa, all that too?
Oh, and I'm not done with you yet. Version
oh,
1.3 system updates are just as momentous. First off, after the version 1.3 update,
Wow.
the Trailblaze power cap will be
Increased to
raised from
240.
180 to 240.
Dang, bro. Honkai Star
Exactly the
going
amount that
in.
regenerates in a day. Once Trailblaze power maxes out, a percentage of the surplus is converted into reserved Trailblaze power.
So in other words, if you forget to log on, you won't have wasted much Trailblaze power.
Wow,
And
that's
here's something
insane.
else. The 1.3 update will also bring changes to the friends and chat systems, which include being able to sort your friends. And Trailblazers not currently accepting new friend requests can choose to disable
Oh,
them
wow,
in
that's a
settings.
pretty good one.
Icing on the cake, you can now send emojis in chats.
Oh, at last, bring on the pom-pom and March 7th emojis.
Yeah.
Nice. Fingers crossed for some authentic
Oh,
boomer
that's really
material.
good.
And of course, we have the crowd favorite, Gift of Odyssey Chicken Rewards.
Logging in for
7
7
day
days
login
gets you
for
10
like the
warps.
third patch
It might
in
just
a
be your lucky
row.
break.
Nicholas,
4th patch
I
in a
admire your
row. Holy
confidence.
crap. They're insane, bro. Honkai Star Rail does
Last
so
but not
good.
least, Honkai Star Rail will
Gamescom?
also be a part of this year's Gamescom.
That's really exciting.
What surprising updates await us? Watch this Space Trailblazers.
Yeah.
So cool.
Nice.
823.
Let's
It's gonna be a
roll out
minute.
today's final redemption code.
Oh my god, they went off, bro. They went off with this. Holy crap. We eating good tonight? Facts. They did so much this update. Bro, this update's insane. Holy crap, bro. They are insane right now for this. That is wild. Sheesh, bro. They have so much in this update. That's so good. Like, there's a lot of really good content coming in this
good
update. It's a lot of
must
good
come
content.
to an end. And so must today's special program. We've covered quite a bit about the 1.3.
Yeah, I'm annoyed
update.
about the Stagnant Shadow.
Any
thing
thoughts or
too.
feelings
Oh,
from
well,
our
it's fine, I guess.
guests? What are you most looking forward to?
Man, so much to choose from, but for me, it's gotta be the characters. Heng, Imbibitor Lunae, Xuan, and
That is
Lynx are all special in their
There's
own
a
way.
lot of really good stuff
I
in this
just hope I
update. The
get lucky with the
characters are
warps.
amazing.
And as for me,
The
I'm
events
super
are
excited about the
nasty. We get
simulated
3
universe
or
update.
4 if you buy the
The
battle
new
pass,
gameplay and story aspects sound
self-modeling
brilliant.
resin.
Yeah. Well, since you guys
Holy.
covered the obvious, I'll go for something a little different. I feel like this version's quality of life enhancements are really good.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
nice.
the
That-
Trailblaze
that
power cap increase.
Trailblazer cap is
and the
really
new
good.
reserve Trailblaze power feature. They may sound minor, but I think they'll make a big difference to the experience.
Oh, totally. And I'm sure the gaming experience will keep improving as the updates keep rolling. Well, that's it for the Honkai Star Rail
That's
version
insane.
1.3 special program. As always, thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in. And may our paths cross again soon.
Bye, guys.
It's a really
Catch you
good stream,
later.
man.
See you
They
next
had
time.
so
Bubble tea,
much.
bubble tea, bubble tea.
Fine.
Yeah.
They had so much this time around. That was a great stream. Holy crap. That was insane. They have so much really cool things and so many really good content. Like, holy crap, that's amazing.